So on my way home from work, got about an hour to get home, and go talk to my sponsor. Oh, man. Today was a pretty good day. Still freaking out a little bit. Yesterday I kind of freaked out because I'm not where I need to be financially. And I wasn't going to go to NA yesterday, but one of my friends called me and told me, so when are you coming to NA? Are you come? No, he didn't say when are you coming. He said, okay, so I'll see you at NA. I said, okay, fine. Yeah, so when you're in recovery and you're an addict, you know, whenever things don't go your way, you want to isolate. And that's not a good thing because you're all by yourself and you get stuck in your head. And it's not good. It's not good for the addict. So he just told me, I'll see you at NA. So I said, okay. I knew I shouldn't isolate. I've been in recovery now since, well, I've been sober since 2013, and I didn't get active in recovery until 2014, maybe 15, when I was in prison. That's a whole different story. But yeah, I was very active in recovery and self-help all throughout my prison term, and I knew better. I knew better not to isolate, but you know, the flesh wants what the flesh wants. It wants to. What's the word I'm looking for? It wants to go back to what it knows. I think, what is that? What it's comfortable with. You know, because sometimes we get so used to misery and so used to God, what's the word I'm looking for? We get so used to misery, or not having high blood pressure, but what's that? It's like having, like, not panic attacks, but something like it, you know? Once, because you've been like that for so long that you're always in go mode. You know, you can't trust anybody or anything. So you're always trying to get over on somebody. But now it's not what we do. Especially when you're in recovery. You know, you're supposed to work through your steps. You're supposed to work the tools that you have, that you required through recovery. That you acquired, not required. But yeah, so yesterday I was kind of freaking out about my money situation because I made the mistake of doing those payday advance loans, and now I'm stuck in that cycle. But at the same time, I'm trying to not trying to launch. I've been doing handyman work on and off for about a couple of years, but I haven't been really. But I haven't really been pursuing it like full time. It's just something that I just try to be doing here and there. And now I'm actively trying to get customers, and instead of just being all nonchalant about it, ever since I started watching Gary Vee, I I've been wanting to get my hustle back, wanting to not just survive. I want to live the life that I want to live. I want to, I support my family, but it's at a dead-end job that's really going nowhere. It doesn't pay me much, but at least I got a job, right? And I'm thankful for that. I thank the Lord for that all the time. But I guess it's the hurry up and wait method. Whenever I do get a job, I've been posting on YouTube, also some on Instagram, some on LinkedIn. I've been posting more on LinkedIn now. I've been trying to post something every day, but I didn't know. I've never heard him talk about just Gary Vee talk about documenting instead of I've never heard him say actually just document your process, so that's what I'm doing now. I know it takes time to get customers and to get a positive get your name out there and positive work. I got one good review on Yelp. It's my only review. But I got a good review on Yelp for an older lady that I did some work for around her house before her and her husband decided to sell it. So I've been trying to get off that, but I don't know how to take that and put it on the other platforms like Facebook, Instagram. I just barely started TikTok, and I've told people, I just barely told people on TikTok, and I think on YouTube too, to ask me questions. I'm a handyman. I like for people to do stuff on their own. If they want, if they can't handle, or if they can't afford to hire a handyman or another professional to do the work, then that's why I like to post the videos of me actually doing the work. Well, I don't go through step by step on some of them. I have gone through step by step, but those are the longer videos. But mostly they've been shorts. But I want to be able to fully document the whole process instead of cutting and splicing together. Sometimes, the process it takes a long time. Whenever you're doing the job, especially for a video, a lot of these people that post DIY projects or the quick fixes or whatever. Sometimes the quick fixes aren't quick fixes because you run into a situation, life happens, where sometimes something else goes wrong and you have to think of something on the fly, and that's what a lot of people need. And I want to be able to document that, but I can't document that and I can't record that and document it at the same time as trying to figure out the work and do the work, But you gotta crawl before you can walk, right? So that's what I'm doing so far. And like I said, I've been passing out my business cards. You look on if you follow me on Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook, you see I posted about my business cards. And actually, this is my business card. Oh, let's spare it good. And then it has a QR code on the back. You tap into that QR code, and it takes you to a digital card that also has all my platforms that I've been posting on and pushing DIY projects on. But since, I'm supposed to be documenting my journey, so this is part of the documentary process where I actually was freaking out yesterday and a little bit today, but I've been praying about it and trying to give it to the Lord. And sometimes you got to do that multiple times a day. It's not just a one and done thing, because we're people. We like to do things on our own and in our own strength, especially guys. Well, how about I like to figure things out and work and do it on my own. I don't like asking for help, and sometimes, that's my flaw. I need to ask for help. And so that's why, again, I'm giving a shout out to Gary Vee, because document, and if you don't know how to do something, it's like you don't know what you don't know. And I'm trying to think of ways to how I can provide value to other people that can help me, that can help me with this internet stuff, with posting, with marketing. Hey, marketing's a big one. I like the concept of marketing, but I don't know if I'm any good at it. I get the concept, but it's its whole own animal, man. I see the way Gary Vee does it, and it's just, man, he's a savage. But he's also been doing it ever since he was a kid. But yeah, no, I really like this dude. He's just a few years older than me, and his hustle is different from my hustle. Well, we're both hustle, but I don't do that kind of hustling anymore. I got to learn. I have to hustle on the straight and narrow, and that's what I've been doing for the past. I've just been trying to pass. Yeah, I got out in 2019. So the past 6 years, not 6, almost 7 years. Damn. But I've been working hard and just working hard and spending time with my family. But now's the time to where I don't want to work for a company. I want to be able to have my own business and be able to do the work that I want to do, and that I could provide the knowledge that I know how to do to other people who don't know. And yeah, I was all worried about oh man, what if I don't make any money off of it? How can I make money off of this? Because I do have knowledge in it, but it's I've seen it on online that everybody's all like, oh, do a class, or charge this much for not a master class, but man, I can't even think right now. Anyways, so yeah, just stuck in traffic right now on my way home. Got to commute every day to work right now. An hour there, an hour back. But yeah, I know it takes time. It also feels good just to get this off your chest. Oh, and that's the other thing too. Why I'm looking for, why I want to also work for myself is because, I was involved in 2 car accidents for the past 3 years. One just recently in July of last year, and it messed up my back, my knee, and my elbow. And messing up my back to the point to where I can't stand for more than an hour. And if I do, my legs start going numb. So I'm actually in the process of getting that treated. But being a handyman, especially the one that's starting out, because I don't have a contractor's license, so I don't do big jobs. I'm not doing big jobs. Anything $1,000 or less, and I can still make a damn good living off of that. They're not big old projects, so I don't need to be walking around and standing around. Some of them I can just knock out, even if it is like a project that I'm doing for like $1,000. I'm not going to be standing the whole time. Sometimes you got to be bending over, going on your knees or doing something to where the pressure is going to be off my back, so it's not constantly standing and walking. Sometimes you got to take trips to the junkyard and go empty out the junk in the truck, and then come back to the job and then finish up what you're doing. Or sometimes something does go wrong on a job, and you got to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever it is, and get what you need to get, and then go back to the job site. So there's different things to work. And not only that, I want to actually hire a helper. You know what I mean? Someone that I can teach on a regular. But these are things for the future. It sounds like I'm probably living too much into the future right now. But I just, again, got to crawl before you can walk. So this is me documenting what's going on right now and what I'm feeling. And I know it's going to get better. I just got to put in the work. Like, I'm no stranger to hard work. I've been doing manual labor my whole life. It's just a different kind of work now. So, still learning. This is a learning curve for me. And if any of you guys have any ideas, I can't pay you for your ideas, man, but maybe we could trade, maybe we could barter, If you're in the Inland Empire in California, especially around the Pass area, like around Beaumont, Banning, Yucaipa, you're in that area, maybe we could barter some, I could do some work for your house, and you could help me with the internet and help me online and to get my marketing up and going. How to make some ads, or not even make ads, what do you say? Do organic content first. Whatever is, if it hits organically, and then you put money into it. So, yeah, shout out to anybody out there in the Pass area. If you need work around your house, I'm open to barter. Especially if you're tech savvy. But even if you're not tech savvy and you got other things, like you're a mechanic, because sometimes I need mechanic work done too. So just get at me no matter what, and we'll see what we can do. So I'm trying to get my name out there, you know. I'm trying to get my business up and going, and you know, I got to do what I got to do. So yeah, you guys don't be shy. Hit me back. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.